Evening, monster. How you doing, buddy? Hey, save. How can I do this? Get rid of all of the health. Even that's not going to be enough, I don't think. $78. How am I doing? Besides 20 pity from Arunca and no sky stones and no mystics. Well, you know what, man? Just try being lucky. I think you pull that off, you'll be fine. This is still too much help. I'm going to have to... You know what? Can I do it with a 27 helm? Do I have any attack-based 27 helms? Let's see. Ooh. Or can we triple torrent it? Yeah, that might be the way, guys. I'm guessing OpSig will be in it. I'm guessing OpSig will be in what? What's up, Jacko? No, I pray for Stray's buff. Any crit chance here? Ooh, God, it's so close. It's so close. It's still too much health. It's still too much health. Where's the fucking health at? Damn it. Is it really this piece? No health. Stop it with the health. No health. It does it. It does it. It does it. It gets me below 7k. Surely a Dark Corvus buff? He deserves one. Dark Corvus deserves a buff big time. I can mod that health off. That is... It's good, but it's not where I want it. It's too much speed. Not enough attack. You know what? This is a job for Fribbles. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple things you could do for D-Corp to make them worthwhile. Make them immune to injury. That would be a good start. What did everyone get for the ML5? I got Dark Corvus. You guys think there's going to be an unequipped buff this weekend? Yes. Yes, there is. It's guaranteed. They're modifying how Fenris and how Auden work, and anytime they modify a unit, it guarantees a free unequip. So we will definitely have free unequip starting probably about 10 a.m. tomorrow. Got Rylick, got Dilibet. Never complain about Rylick. Harsetti dupe? Hell yeah, John. Congrats. One of the best dark units to have a dupe of. Arby's another good one to have dupes of. Is Dilibet even good? She's got some nice niche uses. Somebody throws a DDR at you, she is a decent solution. Or, you know, any major debuffer. Wait a minute. DDR in 2025, surely just still one of the strongest units out there. Is purple gear without speed subs worth keeping? Probably not once you've got about like, I mean, I don't keep purple gear unless it's at speed subs, but I've got 2,700 pieces of gear, I think. 2,736 pieces of gear. So for me, definitely not. If you've got maybe say 1,000 pieces of gear, there might be some good ones in there, but you got to be super freaking picky about it. It's got to be spanking awesome perfect to really hang on to it. Is Guiding Light better than Wall of Order? Guiding Light is better than Wall of Order for units that don't start stealthed. Wall of Order is better for units that do start stealthed. That's why it's so good on Landy. She starts stealth. Without it, you better be sure you're an opener. And if you're an opener, you probably don't need the buff. So, yeah, everyone got all excited about it. But remember, you don't start stealthed. So Wall of Order, you're still going to be naked and vulnerable until you take a turn. And you typically want that on units that... Damn, this isn't working. Let's try 15,000. That seems weak. You typically want that on units that are slow or have some DPS. How's this look? Who would you say is better for Arena, Guild War, and some general use? ML Bologna or ML Ken? ML Bologna is going to have uses outside. It's ML Bologna. It really is. It really is. Yeah. It's not that Ken's bad. He's just a little harder to use, and they're both hard to gear, but Ken's really hard to gear for like any kind of PvP usages. I would go with Bologna. Oh, sorry. Sirmia is blocking your view. Bye, Sirmia. Oh, wait a minute. Hi, Sirmia. If you haven't answered already, do you think Arunca is worth the pity? I'm an almost 2-year-old. Yes. Do you avoid Guild Wars? Do you avoid Arena? Do you want to just get your Masters frame every season? I think she's worth the pity. She's also good in some PvE, being able to force all the enemy to hit just her. I mean, her and Fene, you've got a 100% full clear Wyvern team that you can friendship farm on. She's just really good. The only reason I wouldn't pull for Arunca is if you just don't like her and you're a major Arya simp, in which case you do you. I mean, if you're going to ask me what's best for the game, I think it's Arunca. If you're going to be asking me what's best for your personal tastes, you know, sometimes you got to let the little head make the decisions for the big one, if you get me. As a new player, has there ever been a point when collab units have rerun banners, or will I forever be without them? They reran, I got reincarnated as a slime, they reran ReZero, they've rerun Guilty Gears 2 or 3 times. I think that's it for the reruns. I don't think they've ever rerun any of the other ones. And I know from my general conversations with the community managers and the marketing team, they feel like they didn't say as much because they can only say so much without getting their asses in a sling. But the feeling I got from them is that Smilegate's kind of moving away from reruns and focusing more on new IPs. So I think unless a rerun is drafted into the original agreement, which is rare, I think just kind of expect collabs to be the true limiteds. It takes them so fucking long to pull the trigger on a collab. I don't know. I'll never say never, but we have gone over 3 years now without a rerun of any collab. Is Arya confirmed the next ML5? No. But they showed her off clearly in ML5 form. We've got animations. We've got partially completed animations. We've got the breakdown of what her art looks like, what her assets look like. Nobody else, they didn't show anybody else who's anywhere near as complete, with the exception of Genesis Ross. And Genesis Ross is all but confirmed for the World Cup. And the World Cup would be about 12 weeks from now. Whereas, sorry, the World Cup would be about 8 to 10 weeks from now, which means there has to be an ML5 in between here and the World Cup, which means the only other ML5 they've even kind of teased is Arya. Unless you're one of the people that thinks Robin is going to be an ML5, which I don't think she is. I think she was data mined as a Fire Ranger, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, nothing's confirmed. I mean, maybe tomorrow we'll get some info burst on what's happening, what's coming up down the road, but I would say, though I can't confirm or deny anything, I would say it's safe money to put a bet that Arya is going to be next, and then Genesis Ross, and that Robin's going to be the next RGB, and that hopefully Robin isn't just a rift unit, unless she's a rift unit in the way Fene is just a rift unit, right? Where she's rift but good in lots of places. Yo guys, Brunka, RB, Specimen says, or keep rolling. RB's decent. Arunka is really good. And because you're not going to be able to get Arunka off of the Headhunt event, I don't think. She might be on the Headhunt event, though. Should I pull Arunka or save Pity for ML Ras? You're going to have to save Pity across 1, 2, 3, 4 ML5 banners, so that's up to you. If you are at Pity, what you can do... Here, check this out. A lot of people don't know this. If you're at Pity, here's something you can do. So let's go into the summons, and here's my mystics, right? So see how I am 200 from Pity? If I do a summon, my Pity is going to drop to 201 or to 199, right? So if I'm at Pity and I do a single summon, I get the 5-star. Well, let's say you want to save that Pity for Ross, but you still want to sling the mystics you have at the Arunka banner. Switch it over to the 4-star. Now I'm pulling against the 4-star units, Pity. And if I summon, it's so cool if I got Arunka right there, and I get Arunka, my Pity is still preserved. I don't lose Pity if I get the 5-star this way. It only lowers your 4-star Pity. You notice my 5-star Pity is still at 200. It didn't go to 199. So if you're at 0, it's not going to go away. So you can actually spend what mystics you have chasing the 5-star if you switch it to the 4-star banner. The rates are the same. Check it, right? It's still 0.5% chance to get Boss Arunka on the 4-star banner, and if I switch it to the 5-star banner, it is still 0.5% chance to get Arunka. So you can spend your mystics. Now, just remember, there is no Pity. You could do a billion summons and just be terribly unlucky and never get her, but if you're sitting on Pity and you say, I must have Ross, I will not leave this game without getting Ross, then leave it at Pity, switch it to the 4-star, and start summoning. There's no improved rates. There's no difference between these two. The only difference is which Pity you are grinding against. You're just taking away the guarantee 5-star, or you're taking away the guarantee 4-star by switching back and forth. So That's a little tip. I've seen a lot of people do this, and then, you know, they're sitting at pity, so they don't care how many mystics they have, so they just casually throw bookmarks at it, and they pick up lots of 5 stars this way. It's especially nice in the in-between banners where they're doing the reruns, where you're like, I would really like one of these reruns, but I don't want to fuck up my pity for the next new unit. Well, there you go. Does Revenge Set ever have a use? No. Not really. There are some Revenge Set apologists who will say, well, yeah, technically if you do this and this on this unit, it's great, but it is so niche and hard to pull off, right? There are certain units where, yeah, like Rigby's got one, like ML Celine, you can really jack her speed up, but it's a weird niche use for it. Most people aren't going to do it, but I've seen Revenge Set used successfully on Crow. I've seen Revenge Set used successfully on Ruel. Man, the bounce on Arunca is freaking amazing, right? Dark Corvus Rage Set, that's another possibility. Yeah, my Ruel was on Revenge for the, I keep saying Rage, Revenge, my Ruel was on Revenge Set for a while, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of niche abuse. Sorry, got distracted again. We got to get off this banner. Anyway, to trying to build this Arby. None of these Arby's look good. I don't want to take... We'll just let this grind out and see if we find something better. Because this is like 5,000 attack lower than where I want it to be, but I'll have to take gear off of such important heroes. Super scuffed RB. Shut up, Loki. Revenge Set BBK. Yeah, you can. There's some meme stuff. I got MLU Fiend. I wonder so much now to get some lifesteal gear. Congrats, man. You could also go complete degenerate and run her on protection set with 3F if you want to go nuts. Seaside Bologna and Landy are probably tied for second place for best units from the Selector Drago. The only unit I'd put ahead of either of them is DN. Beyond those three, it's just pick the one you think looks the coolest. They're all about the same. Arby is not one of the best counters to Renok. Yeah, it's an old strategy, but that's what I'm trying to do here is get them below 7K. Tristen, you think you're the only person using Dark Auden right now? It's because Auden's a terrible character. I mean, her kit might be good, and it might be broken after this update and EE, we don't know, but God, I hate her. What's the best place to get right side charms? Arena. Do an arena to get the conquest points to spend in the shop to buy the charms. I keep seeing Deity on Apocalypse on the Apocalypse ad. He did a lot of work for Apocalypse. He went hard on that game. So yeah, he did a lot of commercials and ads for him. I did a little bit of work for him, but I don't know. It was a fun game, but it wasn't quite my taste. It was a little bit too Coomer. Nezuko's also using Dark Auden. Good to know. Where ML Bologna? I don't see her anymore. Fell off hard. Yeah, ML Bologna's big thing was penetrating anti-crit, and when Landy kind of fell off with all of the things that just don't care about Landy anymore, that stopped Landy from being good. Yeah, I mean, Bologna's job was countering Landy, and when Landy went away, so did Bologna. She's still really good. Still a really good pocket pick for RTA, but mostly she's shifted from a PvP unit to a PvE unit. How much did they buy him? I don't know. Have to ask him that. SSB as is, got DN from the banner. Oh, there you go, Drago. Yeah, Landy is going to be a little bit better in RTA. I don't know. Landy and SSB have about a similar usage in RTA. I think Landy might be slightly better in the long run, but SSB is better in PvE with the exception of a handful of Abyss floors. Once you're done with Abyss, though, SSB for sure is going to be a better pick. Anyone know how to get free Mola enhances for the character? Yeah, once you get a unit to friendship 10, here, I'll show you my one that's going to eternally freaking have this stupid Mola. See these pink Molas? When you reach friendship 10, you get 3 of these pink skill enhancers, these pink hearts, which are basically character-specific Molagor, and you get them the instant you hit friendship 10. The reason I haven't used them is the only, you know, she's maxed out on this skill, maxed out on this skill, and all this one would do is give her 10% more damage, and nobody cares about damage on DN, and I don't want to spend even 1 Molagor, because I have to use 3 of these and 1 of these to enhance this skill. So she's forever going to have these free friendship molas. So this is a good example of a unit you should get to friendship 10 before you mola the last important skill. Now, if you mola somebody to plus 15 first, and then you get to friendship 10, all you have to do is click on this button right here, and boom, you'll immediately get 3 Molagor refunded that you can spend on anyone. Yeah, I wish you could just convert them. Me too, Jan. Me too. Although, if you could, it would be a Mola farm, right? If you could convert them, just all we would do is constantly run friendship teams in the background, get the Mola, transmit the units, 3 more, get 9 Mola, transmit the units. I could literally get 9 Mola just about every 1 to 2 days, power friendship farming. So that is unlikely. But yeah, I think I've got everybody that I can up to friendship 10 now, so I'm kind of done with that. Fribbles. That's not Fribbles. The fuck Fribbles go? There it is. I actually did 500 trillion permutations. That's wild. Preference for a second set on Renak. I think mine's just broken set. I mean, really, she just needs attack and speed. So whatever it takes to get the stat you want. Don't be afraid of using a broken set, guys. Yeah, there you go. I just used a couple of random destruction pieces because 21 speed and 8% attack and 20 speed and a good chunk of attack. Yeah, Rigby's got it. Like, yeah, if I could have my choice, Unity set. Unity set is always the best pick. People run her with high HP and slower, like 270 speed. Yep, I've seen the degen versions of it too. I'm thinking about dropping the attack off of mine and running her speed up even higher. Like I think if I put her at 320 and 3100 attack would be even better. Somebody say Unity set is best. Adorable. You want to know who I think Unity set is best on? Look at this ball of toxicity. Unity set Ray. That's my favorite. My fastest piece of gear, 24. I am not in the 1 out of 5 club yet. I got a 24, I got 2 or 3 23s, and I got like 12 22s and 10 or 15 21s. More 20s than I can shake a stick at, but I can't get a 25. Drives me nuts. People have been playing for like 6 months, like, check out, I just wrote 27 piece of gear. I'm like, must be nice. Please tell Smilegate to rework Landy. I'm feeling so sad about her. I think it would be neat. I think it'd be nice if they reworked her her boat. Right now, the biggest issue with her is Mort shut down her ability to counter, which means no extra salvos, and not being able to throw a boat. I mean, you can throw a boat, but with penetration nerfed, that doesn't do you much good. and she's a resource-based unit, and everyone's running C-Poly, it just like everything seems to counter her. They just need to find some way for her to evolve past the counters. So I don't know how they could do it. It'd be funny if they gave her 3 EEs, right? 3 EEs, and one of them could be ignores anti-counter, one could be ignores anti-pen, and one could be ignores resource reduction. But you got to pick which one you're going to run. They'd never do that though. They only give give MLs really 1 EE. Don't give them ideas. What's this? Stupid Auden. I have a visceral, illogical dislike for Auden. Hi, I'm new and re-rolling. I got 2 accounts, one with ML Politis, one with ML Kairon and ML Rowana. I'm sorry, one account has Politis, Kairon, and Rowana. The other has Ilanov, Archdemon, and Crow. Which one is better? Crow. The Crow, Archdemon, Ilanov one is between those 3, the one that'll take you furthest in RTA. C Phantom Politis is really, really, really good. But C-Poly, the C-Poly Rowana combo is going to take crazy gear. You're going to have a lot harder time gearing up that team on a new account. Whereas Ilanov and Archdemon and Crow, they don't take stupid high-end speed gear, so you'll be able to build a bruisery team better. Your first account is more of a cleavers account. Your second account is more of a turn 2 account, and turn 2 is way, way more accessible early to mid-game. What's this, Loki? Oh, I love the Sword of the Morning tech. Revenge set Morning Sword for 400 speed BBK. Nobody does this, though. You don't even do this, Loki. I mean, it's a great idea, but when we're talking about, like, niche MLM picks, you know... Which build is better for Ilanov? I've seen a lot of builds. Depends how you play. This Ilanov I used to use a lot more. I used to use my DPS Ilanov all the heckin' time, but now I only use her when I'm playing aggressively. If I am playing more defensively, if I'm pairing her with a Runka, I go with this Ilanov. Just depends on how you want to play. But these are really kind of the 2 generally accepted builds. I want a Taco Biako. Taco Biako. Dude, I thought today was May the 5th. I'm like, holy shit, Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday at the same time. I got so excited. Is the counter build not recommended? No, I just like the damage. I figure if you're going to go damage, you go damage. I've just counter... She's so stat hungry, right? If you're going counter, you're doing counter because you're wanting to do damage. So if you're wanting to do damage, you got to build her with a lot of damage stats. But if you're wanting to do damage, you've also got to build her with enough HP to survive. And you're doing this on counter set, which doesn't provide any bonus stats. Destruction set, you get 60% crit damage just from having destruction set on your account. But counter set, you get nothing. You get no stats, so it makes her significantly harder to build. Basically, if I put this unit on counter set and she looked exactly the same, she'd be exactly the same, but she'd be at 240 crit damage. Just to have the luxury of counter. And I would rather have 308 crit damage than 248 crit damage on counter. Especially with how fast she cycles and takes turns. Counter set, there's my counter set. So that's why I think you don't see as many counter builds on her. Just the stat requirement shoves the stat requirement through the frickin' roof. Would Smilegate ever touch Xeno and Ainz? They can't touch Ainz. It's not their property. So unless there's a rerun, no. But if there's a rerun, then yes, I'm sure they will. And Xeno, there's no... there's nothing in it for them. Like, if imagine you're the head of the company, what is your motivation, right? Xeno's a free unit. Nobody really cares about him. He's got a really good voice actor, but that's about it. But community doesn't talk about him. They don't ask for it that much. So what's your motivation for spending time and development money that could be spent on other things that people are asking for, or things that could make you money? So I don't think they ever will. Yeah, they fixed Ainz' bug, sadly. They kind of had to, because otherwise that's altering somebody else's property, and they're not allowed to do that. Hi, if I import a new hero and gear to Fribbles, does it mess with the hero priority? No, it does not. When you do an import, it leaves the hero prio the same, but what it can do is you can wind up with situations like this. See, I got 2 Remnant Violets, and it put the gear from this Remnant Violet on this guy and turn this guy's gear off. So you kind of have to save them, and you see I saved his gear loadout, so I equip this build, and then I can go back into this Violet and find his gear and put his gear on, but I didn't save it, so now I have to actually manually put the gear back. So Fribbles isn't perfect with dupes. It does fuck with dupes quite a bit. Oh. But yeah, I just, like, when we started stream up, I just did a fresh import, and my priority is still the same as it's always been. As long as you don't import into a fresh install, it'll save it. And remember, when it does an import, it only imports the gear. If you've changed artifacts, if your Luna was on a different artifact before you changed your artifact on her, or you got some new imprints, or you just got the EE for the unit, you have to manually go in and change these. It doesn't scrape that data. It's not part of the initial packet that gets sniffed. So unfortunately, you got to manually do those. Okay, we got anything good from Arby down here? Oh my god, these are terrible. God. Why? Why is this so... Freaking speed boots. Oh my god. Game, you're killing me. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, right? I mean, it's doing it based on... Hang on, add bonus stats. Okay, we're max imprint. Oh my god, I don't have his... See, I didn't freaking update his EE when I got him. And we're going to run you on... basket, max basket. Now do the search. There we go. Now we're freaking talking. Now we've got an Arby. It's gonna fuck with my Vivian. Can I do this without effing with Vivian? Probably not. God, everybody's using that neck. Fuck it, let's just do it. We can refit Vivian later. How can I beat Harsetti, Barunka, FCC, Ilanov? What are you doing to Arby? Terrible, awful things. It's just the Arbicus, right? Arby. You got an EE, right? Good. How do you farm if you don't have leaves to spend on stamina? You either wait for your stamina to naturally refresh, or use this. Wish I had a better answer for you, man, but it's a gotcha game, and that's how they make money. Let me see. Can't mod the freaking health away. It's so sad. Oh well. Looks like Auden and her can just change pieces. All right. Mr. Pokey won the game, did he? Who'd he pull? Tell me who he pulled. Oh my god. I bet he squealed like a freaking schoolgirl, didn't he? That's awesome. I'm happy for him. My account's a freaking hot mess right now. Oh, did he finally get through 102? I know he was like going through it. He kept getting like one guide in chat too by people who were just giving him awful advice. But yeah, Sue was telling me he was helping him out with that. Yeah. Yeah, Sue said he got over 1,000 views on his guide just for the duration of that stream. Okay, so Renok's gonna go first. You're gonna be stealth, so she won't target you. We need a fire unit, or not fire unit, we need an ice unit to draw Renok in. And then we... For real, I'm getting tacos. It'd be nicer if it was a mage, because then we could have a book on it. And give us the ability to burn. What ice mages we got? Dizzy sounds fun. Ida? Why Ida? Do you have a reason for it being Ida, Loki, other than just you want to give you want to watch the elf explode? She's blue and she's a mage, she's gonna die. Okay, that's fine. Is there any mage that could take it on the chin? I mean, I guess there's no mage that could really take the hit. No matter who, the mage is gonna die, right? I think Arya's gonna die too. Do you think we could proof of valor the Ario or the Arya? Loki, do you think we could proof of valor Arya and she could take the hit from Renok, or do you think she would just still die horribly? Oh, we can't proof of valor her, or she won't have the goddamn book. Never mind. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It can literally be any mage with book. Poor Ida. And who would be a good one? There's nobody to CR push. Oh, you know what? I like Closer because when Arby comes back, he'll push everybody up. Oh, that's a good take. Just need to make sure my Closer has more than 7k health or he'll die to the pop as well. He's fine. He's fine. Does it need to be a water mage? Yeah, we need Renok to not kill the important units. We need Renok to be elementally attracted to somebody we don't care about, right? Senya might be a problem. Yeah, she might be a problem. Bye, Arya. I mean, Ida. It's pretty sad that she died for me and I called her Arya. Poor Ida, no one cares about her. Well, this went horribly. Did we put him on Alexa's basket? We did, right? Man. Ida is cute. I'm not a big fan of elves, but Ida is cute. Yeah, this will turn off the child. It'll attract. I guess we have to get rid of Charles for a book, right? ML Rowana? Yeah, you know what? We could do that. Regearing Rowana, put you up front, right? Tristen use Amiki? No. Amiki will provoke. Everybody's coming to chat going, damn it, no, I want tacos. Why can't I see gold from my lobby? Yeah, I know. It's kind of irritating. They wanted to reduce bloat, but yeah. I wish they gave us ways to turn things back on. Wow, what a fake Renok. This is not a super fast Elegos. I don't think. How fast is my Elegos? Yeah, he's only 300 speed. I probably just speed RNG'd her, right? Nice defense break. At least we got the target. Never had tacos. Sad, sad existence. There's the gab, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Here, hold this. Okay, guys, you gotta admit that was pretty fucking cool. Descending blade. Yeah, if Alexis procs, but why did it not trigger the child? Because we had Elvira on the team to turn off her skills. There's no Renox here. No Renox here. Game, you gonna be like this? Yay! Get in there, sacrificial lamb. Why not use Sez instead of Elegos for the cleanup? Because he throws a suitcase at people that's got a bomb in it, and sometimes the child catches the suitcase with the bomb in it. You know what I'm talking about, right, Loki? Post the picture. What is up with these slow-ass Renox? I don't want you to counter and wind up freaking killing me, so... You saw some 324 Renox on champs. Nothing's going right this time. We were not prepared, Loki. We were not prepared for the people having really slow substandard units. You know, why not? Why not? Ow! The game doesn't want me. Yeah, the game is like, no, Ida still lives. Ida's not allowed to. Oh, nope, Ida's dead. That's wild. What you got there, Cookie? Ooh, an ML Ken team for the bullshit defense. I think I have those units currently built. Let's give it a try. Let's see. Ooh, can we use this into Zeo? We would just need a light unit to bait Zeo. Excuse me. Check my DMs. Excuse me. What the fuck's going on? Friggin' Discord. Yeah, I like this one. I like the one with the suitcase in front of her. What's in the box? No, we can't use a Runka because then Renok won't be able to shoot Ida. We need to be able to shoot Ida. No, Zeo's going to go into the fastest unit, so we just need somebody faster than our, Wait a minute. Guys, he's got a book, and one of two things is going to happen. He's going to push back their Zeo, or Zeo's going to push back our Zeo, and then we're just back up and running, right? And if his Lidica is faster than his Renak, his Lidica is going to hit my Zeo, which I guess we're kind of okay with. Right? I don't think there's any flaws with this. Worst case, Lidica, like, kills Arby, and that's the same as Renak killing Arby. Let's give it a try. I feel like I'm missing something, but we'll find out. We got an extra book, so... Oh, burn is only dispel. Okay. Looks like we're pretty good, though. His Renak is going first. So, as long as we push back here, we should be good. How do I farm crystals so fast? You mean Skystones? I'm an official content creator. I get an allowance. Here it goes, guys. We got the gab. We got the gab. This is so fun. Oh my god. Here, hold this, Renak. Ammo. This is the team, right? This is the team that Cookie just showed off to us. Yeah, okay, let's try it. So lucky. If you think 5,000 Skystones a month is worth the amount of work that we have to put in as creators, then, whew, man, you are really underselling yourself for labor. Pound for pound, Epic 7's got one of the weakest creator programs out there when it comes to compensating their influencers, but you know what? We take a thing. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Fallen Cecilia. Get in there, girl. And I gotta check to see if my F10 is on gear. Eligos is really fun to use. He's one of my favorite. He's less of a James Bond and more of a person James Bond is chasing. Elena, I assume we have Elena on Doctor's Bag, right? Yep, good. You are pitifully geared, but still geared. And you... God, is my Ken even still geared? Ken, how you looking? Ooh. Okay, we've got a mid AF Ken. If this even comes close to working, Ken might earn better gear. Okay, you know what? None of these units have priority gear. Literally none of them. They're all either holding gear or they're B and C tier level gearing. So we're going to try it. And if it works or even comes close to working, then maybe they earn a little bit better gearing. Yeah, I know, Cookie. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this will work, but we'll be able to get a good feel for it. Better than the Genshin Creator Program? I don't know. The Genshin Creator Program at least gets access to a test server. You know how hard it is to make content for a game when the only way to get access to the units is to spend way more money pulling the unit than you make from the videos that you do showcase the unit. So it's literally like, go out and get sponsorships to pay for the Skystones to be able to pull the unit to make the video that you can put the sponsorship ad in, so you can go out and get more sponsorships so you can pull a unit, or so you can get the money to buy the unit to make the video to get the sponsorships to... You see what I'm kind of saying? Oh man. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if they could give us access to a test server. For sure, for sure. Blammo. Oh shit, Elena's skills are off. Yep. Fixed. That was close. Yeah, because they have access to the test server, Anya. You're in the creator program now. You know what I'm talking about. But it's a little bit tough, right? Some of the compensation for other games kind of don't work out here so well because of the competitive nature of the game and the fact that content creators are often part of that competition. They can't just be like, here's all the free ML5 units you want. We'll refund all your purchases. Oh, and by the way, you get to compete in the World Cup. And it's not exactly fair, right? So it's a tough line to walk. Blammo. So far, it's holding its own. The injury's a little spooky, but... one of the things that we've asked for is a test server. I think a test server would solve a lot of problems. I know they have one. It's just the problem with the test server is it's like instant access to information on Smilegate's home account. And if they just say, sure, here, jump into our test server, all it takes is one guy's good at data mining and we know what like the next 25 units are, what collabs they're planning and stuff. So they've really got to like come up with almost a third test server just for the influencers. And again, we come back to the what's their financial motivation for doing this. So it's something we've been pushing for a while. Yeah, we should get a good info burst tonight or tomorrow, Joe. You found the image? Man, this is great. Holy shit. Cookie, this is a badass team. I mean, I am running garbage can gear on these units. I am a little bit worried about finishing, though. What's the Fairy Tale Tenebria build? She's gear holding random speed gear. Yeah, I don't think we're out of the woods on this. I might have to turn off auto and soul burn ML Ken. I think she's 250 speed with some effectiveness, and that's about it. Blammo! Oh, you know what? With the Fairy Tale for a Nightmare, you're right. I forgot. Fairy Tale Honor's too freaking good. It's like free damage. Yeah, she should have enough effectiveness. People put ER on Arunkas, but they don't put that much ER on her. Usually it's like under 150. How would ML Kairon work in place of Ken? I don't know. Could try it. Oh, well, like I said, she's on scuffed gear, so we'll have to take a look and see where she could be improved a bit, but she got the kill shot in. Dude, I get to use Ken and Fairy Tale Tenebria? Those are some of my favorite units. What's in the box? What's in the box? I'm missing Holiday Euphine, Fairy Tale Tenebria, and Green Landy. Which should I choose? If you only play RTA and you hate being cleaved, Holiday Euphine. But if you want somebody who's going to be more versatile everywhere else in the game, I'd pick up Landy. Fairy Tale Tenebria is basically only a counter cleave right now, just very, very niche. Landy is used in a lot of repeatable, not repeatable, but a lot of one and done RTA or PvE stuff like Ancient Inheritance, Abyss, and she's got some good uses in RTA as well now since her buffs. And Fairy Tale Tenebria, you know, before Cookie showed me this team, I would have said she's useless, but holy crap, that was fun. Let's take a look at her and see how bad it is under the hood. Yeah, 146. I'm surprised. Usually we don't see that much ER on usually we don't see that much ER on Arunkas, right? That's pretty high. Isn't Landy an Expo unit too? Landy can be used in Expos, yes. Not best in slot, but usable. Your Arunka's 200 ER? Fine. That's the way we're going to be about this. I tell you what. Where is she? Blue Mages. Penny. Let's see. Let's see. You're so 185 would be enough to pretty much guarantee against Cookie. We'll just do 240 speed. I'd like to be faster than that. Do we really need any crit? Do you run crit on your Tenny, or do you just rely on Fairy Tale to do the pop damage? No bother. Yeah, no bother for crit, right? Oh, shit. Goddamn tiny ass screens. Fine, I'll just leave it there. You think Steny will get a rework? I don't think so. She's still good in her niche. Unfortunately, her niche just isn't PvP anymore. I got ML Cigarette with the event, and is she decent or not? Okay, Chase, need you to hang in here with me for just a minute. You're going to hear a lot of people say worst ML5 in the game. And they're not wrong. But because she is the worst, she is the most likely to get a buff or a rework. So much so that everybody is pretty much expecting it to happen on the 23rd of this month. So for right now, stick her in your lobby, stare at her, and be happy with how pretty she is, because her basic kit fights what theoretically a lot of the problem units in the game are right now. And Smilegate loves selling solutions. So once she's out of the Galaxy shop and they drop this thing, then they'll be able to do a rerun on her and make bank. So there's a really good chance that she's going to be really good. But right now, have fun with her in adventure and do some things with her. She's a nice damage dealer, but no, she's like somewhere between a 3 and a 4 star on power level right now. But that's almost good, right? That's better than getting somebody that's just mid. You either want somebody that is meta or somebody that is shit, right? Because meta you can use right away, and shit means you're most likely to be able to use them very, very soon. It's the stuff that's kind of mid, that's like, they're good, but not great. Those typically don't get touched for a long time. What is this program? It's called Fribbles. If you search if you search TristenWulf Fribbles, I've got 2 videos. The first one is basically how to set it up, install it, some of the basics, and then I got a second video that's like a masterclass on really how to make it sit up and spin and really work it out. Let me see, where were we? Ah, yes, okay, manage, speed, and stuff nobody is wearing, por favor. You, and, speed set, no, one, no, that one, no. Oh, somebody's wearing it. Game lied to me. Not that one. No. 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 Oh, slow ran had it, and nobody uses slow ran anymore. Okay, back to hide. 13. Really? How much you want to bet it's on slow ran again? Crit chance? Well, I guess we slid into a DPS one anyway. Okay, that's fine. $28, 28, 14, 21, 26, 27. I am confused. 26, 27, 28. The deuce? Boots, speed, effectiveness. Boots, speed, effectiveness. Where the fuck are these boots? God damn it, thank you. It's so dumb. Why? I wanted to sort by a substat, not by substats based on level. Ugh. Infuriating game system. Defense. And armor is... There we go. Damn, that was a lot of work. Okay, Cookie. Now I can debuff you. My current build. Okay, I thought you were going to show me your Arunca now with 300 defense or something after I went through all of that. You're using her on that degenerate counter artifact. That's nasty. Or not counter, but dual attack artifact. I like a little free damage, especially since we built her like with not a lot of damage. She actually is going to crit more often than not. Your bulk's probably, yeah, your bulk is really high though. And you know what? We'll just give this girl a run. We can fart around with her later. Meanwhile, the irony of naming this team Slow and Steady, right? No children involved. So use herself, the elf. I think we need Sea-Fan, or I think we need Politis or Abyssal U-Fiend to slow this bullshit down, just so that she doesn't accidentally take a turn. Is there a buff event this weekend? There's free unequip, but whether or not there's a buff event, we won't know until tomorrow. I'm in the same boat, Cookie. I love having 4K defense, but if I give her ER, then that goes in the shitter. I'm seriously contemplating pulling a second one so I can build her differently. Go with the traditional Ass Fiend. This is the Arunca. Yeah, see, I can do something like this, but I'm basically running this, but with 4K defense, but my ER's in the shitter. And it's the high defense, it's won me some fights, but it's also lost me some fights. And what is up with these slow ass Renox? I need a hunt buff this weekend. It is what it is. People with counter gear. Blammo. I think the problem is that he's only 300. He's not that fast. Holy shit. Oh my god. Should I pick Arby or Stene as my first unit? Any questions, class? I'm a little nervous about the flan, Cookie. I'm a little nervous about the flan here. Yeah. You didn't lose any gear, did you? Oh my god, you lost all kinds of gear. Let's see. Roy. Where is... Oh, wait, hang on. Equip this build, reforge this piece. And where is my Roy? Poor Mr. Mustang. Let's get you fixed up. Torrent, so it's just Destro gear. I can't pick between Bossarunka or waiting for Ross. Are you at pity, Valkyrie? Is that your question? Because I can give you the same advice I gave to the last guy if you're worried about burning your pity. ML Ross is coming out, yeah, but not until calendar. It would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think not until July 24th. Yeah, July 24th would be theoretically when he comes out. It's not official. It's not officially been announced, but this is pretty fucking official. If you go into the arena, there's Ross's sword right there in the middle of World Arena. The exact same place ML Luna's spear was when ML Luna was the E7 World Cup unit. So we think that Ross is going to be the E7 World Cup, which means we're going to have one new ML5 and then the next one should be Ross. So the general theory is ML Arya next, ML Ross for the World Cup unit. But nothing is official. We don't know until it's technically announced, but it's a pretty safe bet. So in case you missed it, Valkyrie, what you can do is you can go over to the summon tab and you can pull for Arunka. Just set it so that instead of pulling against your 5-star pity, you shift it over so you're pulling against your 4-star pity. Now if you get Arunka, it doesn't reset your pity. Now, if you get A-lots, it'll reset your 4-star pity, but most people don't give a rat's ass about resetting their 4-star pity, and it's the same rates. It's still a 5/8% chance to get Bossarunka on this banner, so you can dump as many mystics as you want and get Bossarunka or not, but you can at least take some swings at it. And then when Ross's banner comes out, you can shift it back to your actual pity, and bam, grab your ML Ross. This will let you, because you're talking about 12 weeks roughly, 10 weeks roughly until the ML Ross banner even starts. So you'll be able to chase Arunka, you'll be able to chase any of the in-between units, you'll be able to chase Arya, more in-between units, and then when Ross shows up, you switch it back and you yank your pity. So that's and if you're at 10,000 mystics and at pity, then it's the double whammy, right? You can use this to pull on the in-between units that you don't really care about, and if you get them, great. But you just pull your excess and you stay above 10,000, and then when Arya comes out, you slam your pity, and then when Ross comes out, you slam your 10k and get them that way. It's a couple different ways to play it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but it definitely works. Switching back and forth has no impact on the rates or which one is most likely to pop up. It's you look at the rates and it's the exact same, no matter whose banner you have or no matter who you have selected. All you're doing here is selecting which pity you're going to be pulling against. So if you pull against the 4-star, you've hidden the 5-star pity, and pulling the 5-star doesn't reset it. Just like all of those A-lots I pulled chasing Arunka didn't change the fact that I was 67 away from pity. It doesn't reset your 4-star pity if you get the 4-star while pulling for the 5-star unit, or vice versa. So it's a nice little tool to help guide your mystics in the right direction, especially if you're sitting on pity and you're just not sure. Now, it doesn't mean you'll get her. You do this and you spend like all of your mystics, you may not get her, but at least you can try, right? You can take some swings at it while protecting your pity if you're just desperate to have Arya or just desperate to have Ross. What's that? Oh yeah. So that's what ML Arya looks like. She's not officially been announced, but this is a lot of animation that's done. They've got her roughly lined in. They've got the concept art down. So this is more done than any other ML5 they've shown off. So the assumption is that she's going to be the next ML5 and then Ross is going to be after that. We've got ML Surin here. So a light version of Surin. You can see she's a lot more finished. some of her arts colored in, so she's a lot further down the line. So one of the popular theories is that once we leave Arunca's banner, then we go into Tempest or we go into New Surin's banner as a 4-star along with 3 repeat units. And then we'll roll into ML Arya's banner, and then we'll roll into another rerun banner, and then we'll run into ML Ross's banner. And Surin could be after Arya or before Arya as the 4-star, but the 4 stars are always run with the rerun units. So that's kind of where we're at. So be aware, if you're doing the 4-star trick to get Arunca and you don't get Arunca, you might get your pity down so low that you'll be able to jam into those 4 stars and pick up your Surin pretty easy too. But remember, guys, until it's announced, nothing's official. This is all just kind of theory crafting and knowing the patterns and how Smoggate works. Seven years of playing a game, you kind of get a feel for how these things work. And that's kind of how it's going. Can Gala one-shot Banshee hunt? I suspect a giga powerful Gala could. I wonder if my Gala could. We'll try it in a minute. I think with the right setup, definitely. Yeah, it takes forever for units at the coin shop. That is true. Yeah, all changing this back and forth does is change which pity you're pulling against. It has no effect on anything else. It is still just summoning on the Mystic Banner. It's still the same rates, same pull, same god-awful chances. All it changes is switching these back and forth. All it changes is which pity is active and which one is hidden and locked away. Is Barunca Renaka a good combo? Depends on what your enemy picks, but yeah, probably. If your enemy picks a lot of light units. Hang on, I was fixing my Roy and you guys distracted me. I'm still waiting for ML Senya to come join the shop. We'll be waiting a while. I can tell you this, I don't think I remember a unit ever coming to the Galaxy shop before it had at least one rerun. And she's not even had a rerun yet. I think she is just about 1 year old as a unit. So you got some time to wait. For the free Solimitus selector, is there any character or artifact you'd recommend getting duplicates of? Like, you've got everything, right? You've got everything, and now you're looking for dupes? Because I always recommend having one of everything, because you never know what's going to get buffed to insanity. I mean, you can never have too many guiding lights. That's a good one to have a dupe of. It's probably the best one. Laya's artifact, Sweet Miracle. That's one that it's good to have 2 or 3 of. A couple of those are nice. Did DK Sharoon have a rerun? That is a good question. Let's go look. Cecilia Bot, timeline. Is Ice Rift ending this month? Yes, I believe on the 22nd, I think they said. Yeah, 2 weeks left of Rift, and then there'll probably be a 3-week downtime, 3 to 4 week downtime, which means it's very, very likely that Robin will be very, very good in Rift if she is announced right around the time frame where it drops. And you might have me on this one. I don't think Dragon King Sharoon has ever had a rerun. Yeah, custom, but that's, I guess. Yeah, she's not had a rerun, so I guess you proved me wrong. What is this website? It's called Cecilia Bot. It's a really, really, really nice website. It's got all kinds of fun tools on it. Here you go. One you should bookmark. It's got a lot of nice, neat tools in it. It's including the tier list maker, where we do all of our tier lists, but you know, it's got good info about the heroes and the units and data on them, where they're used, what their skills look like, how much molar they take. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get this. Let's get Roy fixed. 17. There it is. And 156. That is. All right, Roy's restored. Oops. I pulled ML Ludwig yesterday, so is Speed and Torrent safe to use on him? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably his best. What was I going after? No. This one? Can't make a protection set yet, but have mitigation to go with the Runka. So who would you pick between Blue Crow, Bellion, AU Fiend, or Empyrean Ilanov? Empyrean Ilanov. I mean, it's not even a contest. She's currently the best pair with the Runka due to the anti-pen. Here's my latest coin shop purchase. Hopefully she'll be buffed soon. You're a man of infinite faith, my friend. I hope it is rewarded. Okay, where are we? This is an unfortunate turn order, but we'll make it work. Been a lucky week for me. I got Elagos, Boss Arunca, and just picked up Renak. Damn. Mikhail, if you have a... If it's legal in your country and you have the ability to do so, you need to immediately stop playing the game, go down to your local convenience store and buy a lottery ticket. Just go. Just go. You're welcome. Is Dragon King Shroon worth buying from the coin shop? Wait until the 22nd. On the 22nd, we should, or 22nd, 24th. On the 24th, we should have the balance patch announcement, and if units are getting buffed in such a way that Operator Sigrid or Celine becomes like critically important, then go for it. If you're sitting on 40 coins or, you know, just 40 coins, enough to only buy one, wait for the balance patch. It's only what, like 18 days, 17 days away, 18 days away, and you've got like 30 days to make your decision on the coin shop. So wait and see, and go and then make an informed decision. If you've got more than 40 coins, then yeah, pick her up. She's worth. Should I pity Arunca or should I wait for the next banner? The next banner is going to be RNG. If you're free to play, I think Arunca is just such an important unit. If you're free to play, though, you are giving up on Arya. So you got to decide if you want to risk losing out on Arya. You're only going to be able to choose one. If you're free to play, you're only going to be able to choose Arya, Ross, or Arunca. You know what Arunca brings to the table. You know the Worlds unit. Ross has always been insane. I would hate to advise you to get Arunca now and then to miss out on Ross in about 10 weeks. And I'm not sure you would be able to build back up enough to guarantee. You'd probably only be able to get, as a free-to-play, to maybe 4,000 or 5,000 Mystics, and that's a little bit worse than a coin toss on picking up Ross. And I hate making these decisions for other people, man, because Arunca is so good, but I think if I was free to play, knowing how the E7 Worlds units have been in the past, I would save for Ross. If you're at pity, just switch it to the 4-star and start just doing random summons. Maybe you luck sack into things between here and Ross, and then when Ross comes out, drop the pity. But in the meantime, protect your pity by switching to 4-star and then just go berserk. Is Ross going to be summonable? Yeah, he looks like he's going to be the ML5 unit for the World Cup. Poof. Poof. Oh no, we missed. Oh no, we missed. Imagine if they switch it up this year and do double. That'd be crazy. Pool floaty of death? Pool floaty of death. Oh. Man, I really wanted the pool floaty of death to happen. Pew pew. So, Tenzi, in case you were here when weren't here when I mentioned it, if you switch your summon target from Arunca to auxiliary lots, your Arunca pity will not go down. So you can summon as much as you want, and if you luck sack into Arunca or any other 5-star between here and your destination of Ross or Arya, depending on who your heart beats for, your pity will still be preserved because you're hiding it. You're only pulling against the 4-star pity. So you can summon mystics as you get them while protecting your pity. So if you want to take some swings at Arunca without messing up your pity, switch it to A-Lots. Switch your focus to A-Lots. It'll hide and preserve your pity. And if you get Arunca, you still have your pity preserved and you can use that whenever you want. I pulled Arunca and DDR from the free Covenant pulls. Damn. Good job, Kendry. Blam. I rerolled and got Zio and ML Senya. Yeah, that's a good start. Those are very good units to have. They're kind of PvP related, but you'll use both of them heavily throughout your arena, guild wars, and eventually in RTA you'll be glad to have them. And really the game gives you all the PvE units you need for free. I think that's a fantastic start, man. Stick with it. Does the 200 pity count still go down? It does not. Here, check it. You guys are making me waste my mystics, but I kind of want a second Arunca, so I'm not going to complain. So I go into summon. I said I go into summon. So, 67 from pity. 200 from pity. If I'm at 1 from pity and I don't want this to go away, you switch it over here. And now I'm summoning against A-Lots. So I do my summon. God damn it, did I just reset my 4-star pity? I didn't. Okay, good. Got a Furious. Now I'm down 66 from pity on the A-Lots banner. I'm pulling against the 4-star, but my 5-star pity is unchanged. It's still 200. And if you're at 0, it's still unchanged. And if you're over here and you get Arunca, that will still say 200, or, well, of course it would say 200, but if you're at pity, it will still say you're at pity. Just like if I'm over here and I pull A lots, it will still say 66 over here. If you pull the 5-star here, it doesn't reset 5-star pity. And if you're over here and you pull the 4-star, it doesn't reset 4-star pity. All switching these back and forth does is activate one pity system and hide the other one. So if you're sitting at pity and you want to burn through your mystics, you can hide your pity and then go ahead and chase it down. And if you luck sack into the 5-star, you get it and your pity is still preserved. It's a great thing to do if you're like, I am desperate for Ross. He's the unit for me, but that means 10 weeks of not doing any mystic summons. No, switch it to 4-star and you can summon as much as you want. You could get every single 5-star between here and Ross just being a lucky son of a bitch, and you're still going to preserve your pity so that when Ross comes out, you just swap it back to the 5-star and bam, you drop your Ross. Just be very, very careful that you are summoning against the right pity. You don't want the banners to change and it shuffles it back to the 5-star and you screw yourself by accident. Make sure you look and check before you click. Holy crap, I followed Deity's reroll guide. I got Barunca, LC Bologna, Lone Crescent Bologna, Twisted Charon, Briarwitch Assyria. Damn! It's a serious start, man. Congrats. So wait, you can get pity in 10 weeks? No, we're talking about if he is already at pity. It's a way for him to hide the pity so he can summon on anything that happens between here and there. And that way he can, maybe luck sack into some 5-stars without using his pity, so that when he is ready to use his pity, when Arya jumps up and she's a must-have for him, or when Ross jumps up and he's a must-have, then he can switch back and burn his pity any point in time he wants. But it only works if you're already at pity. For me, I'm 200 from pity. It doesn't do shit for me. It's mostly a nice trick if you're at pity and we've got these rerun banners and you're like, man, I sure would like a Zeo from this rerun banner, but I don't want to screw up my Arya pity. Well, now you can just take random swings at Zeo, and then when Arya pops up, you can use your pity. What teams do you pick Zeo into? Any team where you want to go first? Any team where you want to cleave? When they rerun the unit Frida, she is really, really good. Hang on, let's destroy this top team with Cookie's team again. Barunca Harsetti, ML Cezanne as a bonus and a reroll. Nice. The Harsetti or Runka are great, and Cezanne is not terrible. He's pretty good anti-cleave. Cookie's team works against Fireflan. It feels dangerous to me, Loki. You just need ML Senya instead. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Time to gear and use my Frida. Frida and Zeo are besties for sure, but Zeo also works really good with Fireflan if you've got her. I mean, re-rolling, you won't have her, but when she comes back around again, you want to pick her up. What you got there, Loki? Yeah, I can see it. Where is Midnight Gala used in game right now? She is best in slot for speeding through Nightmare Jewel Leaf Council. She can be used as a pretty significant tank buster when Golden Girl down here, Ilanov's not involved. I've seen her used in the Ice Expedition where you want Earth units, but think it's about it right now. She's not as heavily used as she used to be. Oh, she can be used on Banshee as well as a one-shot unit. Oh, and she can be really good into Katie's as well. She can one-shot stage 1 in Katie's. Man, I wish I had 100% counter set on my Arunca. Sheesh. Yes, Jonathan, he's actually better than Ray. Ken? Holy shit. Didn't kill her. I'm using Fene, Gala, Bernard, Destina. Try, do you have Bystander Hua Young? Because she's really kind of fun with Fene. You can use Fene, Gala, Hua Young, and Bernard and just rip through that so fast. Which collabs do you think is coming back and which will never come back? I think none of them are coming back, and I think that all of them will never come back. Yikes, guys. Don't counter me. I'm dead anyway. How is your Fairy Tale Tenebria built? She's like 180, 190 effectiveness and 148 speed, and that's about it. This could take a while, guys. I think this one is not going to end well. Yeah, Espa is... I mean, if you want me to tell you which ones will just never come back, Espa will never come back. Full Metal Alchemist will never come back. Kazuna AI will probably never come back. All the other ones, I guess, have a shot. But they're not super likely. Oh, we're dead. Okay, I mean, this is all because world's shittiest ML Ken, so we'll fix up ML Ken and make him actually be a significant part of the team. Oh my god, it's just all loaded with the same fights. You know what, let's just quick battle this one, get it out of the way. You feel like Guilty Gear isn't coming back considering they released Victorica to take his job? Yeah, oh, the flan, I even noticed the fucking flan sitting on this team. I don't know why I thought it was FCC for a blink. I mean, did she though? I mean, isn't Soul just better? I've not found any place that Victorica feels like anything other than bad. So this is an example of something that you can do with your Zeo, right? It's going to be a little bit harder because of Queen resource reduction here, but let's go ahead and run Remnant in this one just to show off so that people say, but I don't have Roy Mustang. She can one-shot the boss? Almost? Well, Soul can one-shot it all by himself. But it's nice to have a free play version. So you see how Zeo always gets to go before Harsetti, but then everyone else is behind. But if you Soulburn CR pushes Frida by 20%, and she can never be slower than 10%, so she always gets to take a turn. So I can Soulburn into anybody, literally, except for the child. We don't smack the child yet. So I'm just going to hit Mort here, push him back, mostly just to do some damage to Mort. Good chonko damage. And now Frida's up front. Now everybody else is still pushed back, but Frida's S3 skill is a 25% CR push, which is enough that everybody will cut. So we can S3 and also on her or Brigida's artifact that generates souls. So now we got a whole ass bar of souls down here. My Rylet, who was really, really slow, is creeping up, so I'm going to use Ahmed in this case, but you could use Auxiliary Lots or any other CR pusher. And now my Rylet's going to get to take a turn. And we'll give Rylet swift action. This is why I really, really like Ahmed on this team, is because the swift action gives him a 50% CR push, and his S3 has a built-in 50% CR push, so it's basically an extra turn. Check CR bar. Nobody's challenging me yet, so we'll just run this right into Rylet. Choo. Blammo. Oh no, he's back, but I can take another turn, so now I can soul burn. Chop, chop. Now he's dead. And now I can soul burn here and chop, chop. And she's dead. Now we can soul burn here. Chop, chop. Oh no, she survived. It's crazy that the child is the tankiest person on the team. Child's tankier than the frickin' Dragon King. Ouch. Get fucked. See, it's the best part, right? If you want to feel better about your fighting prowess, go beat the crap out of kids. I mean, if you, I mean, they don't even have the reach. You can totally beat up children. It makes it so easy to feel better about how good of a fighter you are. All right, so there you go. Just ripped right through a Mort, Harseti, Child Senya team, which is like one of the Banes. And I still have souls left over. Pool Floaty of Death. Smack, smack. Smack. Yes, officer, it's that guy. Pray to God no one clipped that. I've said way worse things. If that's the thing that everybody clips me on, then I'm okay. I'm gonna burn it just for the CR push to make sure he gets to take a turn. Oh, come on. That's fine. It's fine. Denying Rylet of the kill shot. Which of the old collab units are best for PvP? Roy for Arena and maybe Karena for RTA. But none of them are really good in RTA anymore. Probably the strongest RTA unit that from a collab that still exists is Albedo, and Ice Crow kind of stole her thunder. Yeah, she's situational now. With Ice Crow being buffed, you don't reach for her nearly as much, right? Another thing that you can do with Mr. Zeo. Let's see. Let's try it here. It's kind. I'm just gonna go on the fly on this one, right? Let's use go with Zeo, Rowana, Summer Saria, do we want to do SBA or do we want to do Ray? I kind of want to use Silverblade because she's a redhead, but I feel like Ray might give me more control. Of course you did, Loki. I wouldn't expect anything different. Easy Twitter cancel. All right. I have no idea if this is going to work. Let's just see what happens. Jacko is indeed a redhead. So I get to go first. We'll No need to burn or anything. We'll just take a chunk out of this guy, or girl, or bride, or... Is there something you're not telling us, Senya? That lets Rowana go. Rowana can use her S3. This is an AoE hit, so it's going to piss off my Asaria. It's going to put bombs on people, push up. These evasion units with immunity freaking ruining my day here. Who puts immunity on Rylet? That's so wild. Okay. Who's better, Koeric or Angel Angelica for silencing? AOL. And I got a hit in order to strip. It was really disappointing. Two bombs, two bombs. I just need to make sure she dies. That's important. 3 bombs should do it. Rylet is going to go into her. You're going to AoE. Is ML Dark Shuri really good with summertime? I don't have Dark Shuri, and I don't have Teiyu either. Okay. Poor SBA. See, we should have gone with Ray. Yeah, well, yeah, if we had Ray, though, we wouldn't be dead, because Ray I could have stripped. And I even said, I was like, I know Ray's going to be better, but I want to use the redhead. And that's SBA's, like, that's her biggest problem, is the complete lack of any capability versus immunity. Recommend Rowana replacement for this team? No. But for any other team, just somebody who can push your team up. Frida. Frida, but, you know, you want somebody who can activate. Hang on, let me just do this again the right way. Get in there, Ray. They didn't play test Soakflan, or they did and, like, wiped the sweat off their brow with $50 bills. You sure you want to be stripping on stream? Onlyflans.com. Push up. Oh, damn. That's okay. That's okay. Kind of okay. Not okay. God damn it. Freaking Spear of Purification. How annoying. It's okay. We're still fine. We just lost all of our bombs, but we're still fine. Okay. Everyone up. Now I gotta reestablish all of my damn bombs. Let me see, we got 1, 2, 3 burns. So you definitely get a bomb. And you definitely get a bomb. And you definitely get a bomb. And now everybody gets blown up. It's wild there isn't any Asflan reruns. She just came out in like December. She's not a super old unit. Oh my god. Freaking this unit. Holy crap. Ow. Here. Oh. Go back. You know what? She must go to sleep, so we're going to burn it. She was dead either way. Yeah, Lone Wolf, she gives me needs, man. She gives me needs. Which is weird when you start to... never mind, I'm not even going to go there. Ow! Damn it. Okay. Wasn't super clean, but it worked, right? So Zeo is fun for activating Requiem Marijuana, for activating Summertime Aseri to do like awful freaking things, right? Hey, Champion 4, yay, woo! Any chance for ML Ervalin? And thanks for the super, Dracker. Let me tell you why I kind of hope there's a chance for ML Ervalin. Nobody else in this game hopes for an ML Ervalin, but you want to know why I hope for an ML Ervalin? Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them here, and then over here I've got 6. I got a 6th one here. I got 6 of them. He's just freaking ever. He's like, I got like Prince Joffrey infestation over here. None of these look fun. What the hell is this? Other than dead. Every once in a while, players give you a gift. Okay, for the guy who said he got ML Ludwig earlier, here you go. Oops. What? Who took your... Oh, stupid Hall of Trials. Hang on, easy fix. There we go. Hall of Trials. Hall of Trials steals gear from lots of units. Soulburn, this will push up Frida. Whoop. Frida S3s, this will push up everybody and give me some souls, because even though Bellion's on the team, I just sealed Bellion, and that means with the artifact Bird's Eye, I get enough souls that I can now Soulburn my Ludwig. And if I use the S2, I will get Immortal or a skill null, so I don't have to worry about eating any counters. So I'll go into the most likely to be on Holy Sacrifice unit, Bellion. Wow, is she giga tanky. The Arius and everything. Okay, well, hopefully this kills everything. I started playing the last week of December in the middle of the first DN banner in 2018. Oh my god, guys, it's so good. Cleaving with Ludwig is so fun. I wish we could do it more often. Anybody who says you can't cleave through Bellion in 2 nights, there you go. Cleaving's fun. Asking Smilegate ML Ervalin is basically asking how bad I hate people. Need a Frida rerun? Good news, we're rolling into summer. It's coming up pretty quickly, and that means there'll be a Frida and Eda rerun. Bad news is that means there'll also be another summer banner with 2 brand new summer units on it, which means you're rolling into 4 limited units sometime within the next 3 months. So gird your bookmarks and skystones, guys. They're coming after you. Do a PvP challenge where you can't use any ML units. Can't use any ML units. For what, like an arena fight or RTA? Because that sounds really unpleasant. Yeah, I'm a little sad too, Goomy. I really expected a collab by now, or something, at least a hint of one. Can't use 5 stars either. Why not? Like, I can only use furries and they have to be 3 stars. I mean, I would just have to go slow as hell and make it really awful. Right? Like, it won't be fun, guys. She gets stepped on, she's dead, though. Bring the dog. I mean, this is the easiest option. No, we can't use MLs. Yeah, could, maybe. No, possibly. Not enough tankiness. Tori, too dangerous with all the extra attacks. Question, what is revenge set good for? Selling for gold. There's some like crazy niche builds that you can use it on, but they're few and far between. No, don't like this. No. Be nice if I had somebody that they could pump damage into with their single targets. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just run Crow. Is Crow even built? Not really. Okay. Can't believe you guys are making me do this. Death by Mort, yeah, you're probably right. Oof. That dual attack was unnecessary. Man, poor Crow. Poor Crow. Elvira was probably good. Eh. Jesus H. Christ, Mort, calm down. Really? Really? Mort dual attacks with Bellion? Okay. No, I didn't take a freaking turn. Get the hell off my team. We need somebody fast who gives immunity. She's just going to push back. Maybe we don't even bother with these two nutwads. We just run Rowana, and we need... Let me see. We need a good amount of tankiness, so let's get some serious mitigation involved. And... no. Any hero I can go with triple unity set? Not really. I mean, you can do it on lots of heroes, but it's not really that valuable. Yeah, I can Dark, but that breaks the rule of no MLs. But I can do Renak without. And then I can do Ross and Tori. But how are we going to deal with her pushing everybody back and then just getting run over and stepped on? Ooh, Hofine. That's a pitiful Hofine. That'll do. Fuck, my Ross is faster. My Ross is faster. That's a problem than my Tori. I need my Ross to be 170 times 0.95. I need my Ross to be 161. Yeah, I guess we could just not use Ross. We could just Elvira. Fuck it. Let's give it a try and see what happens. Pew. Friggin' Mort. Dude. This is going so bad. Tristen, do you know a place to get low-level gear? They changed hunts. There is no place, Loki. Doesn't exist. You can get speed set and hit set from Eulogy for a Saint, but that's it. Only speed and hit. Yes, correct, Loki. That's why I farmed the shit out of it before the story started. Nope. They all drop speed and hit set. I looked at all of them. Lamo! Fuck. How'd I know? How'd I know? Ah! It's so bad, guys. My god, with the 100% counter rate mort on top of it. Bleeds. Don't counter me, Mort. Oh, for fuck's sake, the 3F got me. Right? This Bellion's wild. Every time. Every time. I really just wanted to see Bleed die from the... It's so fucking awful, man. I really just wanted to see Mort die from the bleeds. Does Mort counter Mort? I think he does, right? Yeah, Mort does shut down Mort. If you have two Morts, then if everybody's special, nobody is. Nobody counters. My blue Tywin's probably not even geared, dude. Yeah, I mean, he's just holding random pieces of gear. Would be good. Take her forever to chew through these two. Can't use ML5s, no Harsetti. Nope, no MLs. He said no MLs. Wait, what, Divine? I'm not seeing anything about it on the internet. For real? Pakistan blames India after soldiers killed. No, you said no MLs, so we're going to do it with no MLs, damn it. There's a way through this. Because if you're going to let me use one ML5, I'll just friggin' drop a BBK on there. We did. I'm from India. Damn. I'm not sure that this is going to work out so well for us. Fire, Lilius, and Asflan. And when Fire, Lilius, and Asflan both die horribly to these two units, what next? Because I'm not guaranteed first, and who knows what order will be after that. Apparently they did just bomb Pakistan. Jesus Christ. It doesn't matter what they bombed. It matters that it's an act of war, Loki. We're not talking about the collateral damage of it. We're talking about the fact that it's a first blood situation. That's what people are saying, Biakos, that India just bombed Pakistan. I couldn't find anything on a quick Google search, so it must be like very, very fresh. Yeah, tense is a word for it. Tense is definitely a word for it. Hey Loki, how do you like torn sleeve on my Elvira? Her sticking the bleeds is kind of fun, don't you think? That wasn't a bomb, that was a missile. Yikes. What was I doing here? Man, everybody's afeared. Everybody's stealthed. It's justice. You deserve that. No punching back. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work out. That always works out well. Man, Elvira sure can take a frickin' hit. How is that more stealth? It's probably a spatiotemporal fan. And he got maximum benefit out of the fear. Okay, one down, one to go. I don't think the plead was going to get him, Loki. I don't think it had enough juice in it. Besides, Mort had it coming. Now we have to slaughter the children. No, but I have a new Strays Wyvern one-shot team video, Dream Chaser. We had some Senya on Senya violence there. Okay, there, I did it. Can we never do that again? So, I haven't checked this search yet, but let's see. Wyvern, Tristen, Wulf. Look at that. You guys can't really see it, but trust me, it's the very first video when you search it. And I think it's last team. There you go. Little Tristen inception. You know the most cracked unit on this team is this Bologna. That Bologna is freaking jacked. Notice no debuffs, not reliant on debuffs, just murders. Now if you put Rage Set on your Watcher and your Strays, and you put some effectiveness on your Bologna and your Sinji, so you're going for the target on Bologna or the defense break on your Sinji, then it takes way lower gear. It's a weird artifact of when I full screen YouTube, for some reason it does the image double on my OBS. But yeah, that is probably the most whale team you've ever seen. It is very, very hard to do. I do not recommend it. Pretty cracked gear, yeah. This Bologna is stupid. 4,300, 350 Bologna at 179 speed. And 4.6 by 350 on triple torrent. Really, I barely pulled it off. There was about an hour there when I didn't think I was going to be able to make this guide. I didn't think I had the gear to pull it off, and I finally found the right combination that got me there. But that video also has plenty of, one-shot teams that are easy access. This one's my personal favorite. It's not giga fast. It's like a 1.5 to a 2 minute team, but you can at any point in time drop Yuna or drop Clarissa and make it a two-man team to friendship farm units. And if you're brand spanking new, there's this team, which has some of the worst gear you've ever seen on units. Like a 2-week-old account should have better gear than the gear that's on these units. And it almost 100% rate tackles the Wyvern. I think I did like 90 runs of this and had one fail on it. I try to explain all the mechanics as I go through it, so, it's what it says right here, right? There's an early game, a mid game, a late game, and an end game. So we get some new EEs. Tomorrow we should get, news of the new EEs. Hopefully they're going to talk about the Constellation event that's due to come out. They should talk about the RTA loaner units, where they're going to give you units that you can take into RTA, how that's going to be set up. Hopefully find out about that, because we're rolling into the new season, so I expect them to roll that out. we'll probably get teased on maybe a little bit more info on the next rift, maybe a start date for the next rift. We might get some more information about Robin, knock on wood. There should be a lot. It should be a big info dump tomorrow. I'm really kind of looking forward to it. Also, tomorrow is going to be maintenance, so we're going to have our post-maintenance podcast. It's going to be more of an RTA-focused podcast. We're going to have a Coven and probably Ace Trainer. I want a couple of RTA legends out there to talk a little bit about, you know, the season, where we're heading, all the new units, all that kind of good stuff. Waiting for a 330 fire Kayron. Wild. I think a 322 is about the best I could do on a Kayron. Somebody asked earlier if we could one-shot Banshee with Gala. And that's a damn fine question. Yeah, see this, Loki? It's all speed and hit set. That's all that ever drops from the side story. You only have one. Yeah, I grabbed a whole bunch of level 27s. Tried to get as many torrents as I could before the time ran out. People thought I was crazy sitting there farming a Katie's 1 and Wyvern 1. But I wanted to prep for the future. What the deuce? How am I out of space for gear? Oh my god, taking gear off of people. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the injury gear that we get from Arena. Surely this is going to be usable on somebody, right? We want this to all go into crit chance and crit damage. Nothing else is really valuable. Up top, up top, up top! Okay. Holy shit, I'm out of charms. Okay, well, I hate when we have to stop mid-place and go buy some charms. I have no idea where this is going to get used. No heckin' idea. Where can I convert my Molagora Go? Click on the little box, and if you're talking about this one that you get, the returned Molagora Go that you got from the event, you do it here. But if you're talking about the red Mola that you got from maybe doing Abyss floors, you want to go into a... just go into a random unit. and go into, like, as if you're molding them. You don't actually have to mold them, and it should be... You find somebody who actually needs mola. And it should be in here somewhere. I thought it was in here. Where is it now? Anybody able to tell me where it is now? Because it was always here before, and I don't see it anymore. Do you click on it in the inventory? Let's check. Backpack. Enhancement. Sorry, growth. I mean, maybe if you click on the Molagora Go here, you can click on it and there'll be some kind of conversion button here. See, click on it from the growth ingredients. See if you can click on the Molagora Go here, and if it lets you, if it's got it there. Because if not, I'm getting ready, like literally in about 10 minutes, to jump into a meeting with Smilegate, and I will ask them directly. Looks good. He's a little bit slow. Be aware that 6 pieces of speed gear don't do anything for you. It's a 4-speed set, so you could take off 2 of these pieces of gear, any 2 pieces of gear, and maintain a speed and replace them with something else that might be better for you, like a Unity set or an HP set, or even just broken set that's got more speed on, or immunity sets. So you don't need to go 6 pieces, but otherwise, yeah, his effectiveness is on point. He's got decent tankiness. He's a little bit slow, but you know, for starting out, this looks really good. That's the only thing I would chase, is maybe just try to get down to 4 pieces of speed gear and replace, you know, whatever the crappiest whatever pieces you feel are holding you back, replace those with other pieces. What can we expect tomorrow? Discussions about the EE. We'll probably hear about the Constellation event. We'll probably hear about the RTA loaner units. Okay, I need to click on the Mola when under Heroes, and it's under the How to Acquire. Okay, so under Heroes, you click on here. Where are you finding it? How to acquire. Okay, and it's under here, you're saying? Only if you own it. Okay, well, that's good. It's good to know that it's there. Thanks for letting me know about that, Grill. Grill, if you could do me a solid, take a screenshot of that and shoot it to me in Discord as a DM. I'd love to keep that so I could show it to people, since I can't really show it here. It'd be nice to be able to show people where it is physically through a screenshot. If you haven't already collected it, you can shoot me a screen. That would be great. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. We were fucking rolling that garbage injury gear. Okay, injury boots. So, the speed is so weird. I'm not even sure why I'm rolling this. I have no idea who's going to want these. It's already garbage. Yep. Garbage. Store that bullshit away for somebody who cares. Let me see. Level. And height equipped. Actually, it's just easier to do from here. Okay. Just what a coincidence. Just pulled Aethine. How do you build her? The first thing you want to do is get 2,000 defense. If you can't, just more than anything, she has to have 2,000 or higher defense. Once you've got that, then you can start focusing on other things. Her best in slot currently is either a lifesteal set or a protection set. If you want her to be, you know, kind of there to soak up damage, you can run her on 3F protection set, or you can run her on a lifesteal build. And again, 2,000 defense, a little bit of HP, a little bit of attack, a little bit of speed, a little bit of damage. She kind of takes every stat. But I would start with the defense. Then I would roll into trying to get at least 14, 15k health. And then I would make sure she's got some crit and crit damage. And then I would spread the rest into attack and speed. Don't worry about effect or ER. And if you're wanting to go for the toxic 3F or Arius version, then you just put everything into HP. Again, still get the 2k defense, but you don't worry about damage. She's just there to soak up stuff, go sicko, strip, be a problem, and use 3F to murder things slowly, or Arius to be a damage sponge. Those are kind of the two popular builds for her right now. There is a Strays one-shot, Hawk, but it requires ridiculously stupid things, right? It requires like a bystander while young built in a way you would never logically ever build that unit. Or it requires 15%. The problem with Katie's is that there are 2 boss fights, right? There's the first round and then there's the second round. That makes it kind of tricky. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yo, why didn't my Pavel kill? God damn it, Pavel. You had one job. It's pretty future-proof, Zoro. It's pretty future-proof. She didn't get the buff. She went faster than flipping Too fast, too fast. We need to speed up you. That's lovely. You know what? We're gonna cheese it. Let's cheese it. Let's see. Warhorn. Is that enough Warhorn procs to proc her? I don't think it is. One Warhorn. No, because it's enemies taking turns, not allies. We'll just do a speed imprint. Ah, still don't think it's enough. Fine. You're barely bringing any damage to the team anyway. Fuck the damage. Just give me... There we go. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Will the Guilty Gear collab rerun? Unlikely. Possible, but unlikely. Smage is definitely giving me the impression that they are kind of out of the rerun game. It doesn't mean it won't happen, it just means it's not their focus. Their focus is on doing things that are new. I would love a Chainsaw Man collab. That would be pretty hype. That was enough speed, right? Yeah, she's in front now. Pew pew. How close? Maybe if we do this. Highest I finished RTA, finished champion. I was like 2 wins away from Emperor. I set an Emperor for like 5 weeks of an entire season and then got knocked out the last minute because I didn't pull Hua Young, and if you didn't have Hua Young, you didn't get to compete. That season made me pretty salty about RTA. It was the season that changed it to where banner units could no longer be released to the last week of RTA, because they literally released her with 3 days left in RTA and she ran the gauntlet. Okay, this Vildred shouldn't overkill, right? Don't overkill. I think this does it. There you go. Vivian one shot. Or Vivian, Gala one shot. So yeah, it can be done. It can't be done without her. Oh, shit. Tell me you have an AoE attack. God damn it. Oh, I know who's got one. I can't use her, though. Who's got an AoE attack imprint? Sinji, her dual attacks make her unreliable. It's gotta be slow. Furious? No, Furious is a crit imprint, isn't he? No, Furious is a crit imprint. Green Leo. Ugh. Guess we turn his skills off. Need a little more damage. I think it's gonna be just shy. Hey, thanks, Epic Gaming. Appreciate you. Oh, you could do this if you're looking for the damage boosting artifacts. You could click show common artifacts, and it just shows you like Daydream Jokers and the damage boosting artifacts like Warhorn. Makes it a little easier to find that bullshit. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not, there's way easier ways to one-shot Banshee than this. Green Bologna is still the easiest way to one-shot Banshee. Damn, it's close. I mean, I could put better gear on Gala. She's not wearing the best nuke gear, but, you know. I'd like to see if we could force this Gala through. How can we get a little bit more damage here? We can put more damage here, and then I can take these two off Daydream Joker and put them on damage boosting artifacts. Joker only not work in Expedition. You want to click on the immunity stats of the boss, and you'll be able to see where it doesn't work. There's a lot of places where it doesn't work, but I'll show you how you can find out for each fight. So when you get into a fight and you got the boss's HP bar across the top, you can press and hold on the HP bar and you can see what it's immune to. And if down here it says immune to damage based on HP, that means Daydream Joker. Now, she does not say immune to damage based on HP, so she's not immune, but places that will say it's immune to damage based on HP, all Expedition fights, the Nightmare Queen fight, the Nightmare Vera fight, Rift will say that. You can't use Daydream Joker in Rift, and a lot of special event stuff. The bosses in Ancient Inheritance all say that. So yeah, usually. Is this for a guide? No, I mean, it could be. This is definitely not the one shot I recommend. It's just because somebody said, can you one shot with Gal? I'm like, you can, but it's going to take, there's easier ways to do it. It's going to take some setup. So let's just get a better green damage dealer in here. Who's a good green damage dealer? Sid? Celine? Celine's a good green damage dealer. You know what? I'm going to leave you just like that, Celine. And let's get you off of Daydream and put you on some damage arties like this. And you can be on this. Oh, shit. I hope he has enough damage. He may not have enough damage with that turned off. We'll have to see. Oh, he should. With all the other arties. Oh my god, he didn't. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. We'll just let this happen. It's okay, drama. Or Dharmarista. It's okay. It's fine. I ain't mad. I like trying to figure these things out. So that did that. You hit. You do that. And then Celine does this. And as long as she doesn't over damage. God, it's going to be close. Gonna be close. Ah, son of a bitch. We can't give her too much damage or she's gonna over freaking kill. I mean, it's just overkills if we do this, right? Oh, Celine Warhorn. Good point. That could make the difference. And if we do that, then... Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, the big thing for the guides that I'll be making coming up down the road is no RNG or minimal RNG. This whole like 85% of the time it works kind of stuff. It's not going to fly in a modern era. People need consistency more than they need speed. It was different back when we farmed the shit out of hunts during buff events, but now most people go for Rift for that kind of stuff. Okay, show me what you got. This line right here is where she pushes, right? Is it 70% or is it 65? Let me look. Yeah, 70%. So that's about as close to that line as we can safely get. We're touching greatness, everybody. We're touching greatness. It's just a little more damage here. It's really what it is. The fucking imprint. There it is. I use Green Charles in my early days because, yeah, Vivian doesn't do a job. I've got I'll do Banshee next because Banshee is the easiest one to do. There's so many options for Banshee. Is Fenris good for Banshee? I don't know. Get it, Gala. Oh, son of a bitch. Today's entire point, the entire purpose, today's entire purpose was to put gear back on my account, not make it a bigger mess. Yo, what? Oh. Okay, well that one won't work then. How about this one? Big chunk of crit damage loss. That's not so bad. Oh, that's actually good. Here, say we're losing 10. Is there anywhere we're not losing? Here we're only losing 9. So we're losing too much. I think this might be our best bet. And let's try to get it back here. Okay. If this doesn't do it, there's no justice in the world. Don't worry about it, Adila. It's fine. What happens is if the Banshee drops below 70% health, she'll automatically CR push herself to the front of the line. So unless you restrict her, she'll CR push and then she'll split into the smaller Banshees. So you have to get as close to 70% as you can to make your one-shot unit have a shot without going over 70% health. You get her down to 69 health, Gala would never get a turn. Bam! There we go. One shot, no collab units, no ML5s, no limiteds. Except for Gala, because you said do it with Gala. Biken's still the queen, Bologna's still the queen. Biken's really, really good, but Bologna is probably the easiest one for no RNG. But guys, I've got a meeting with Smilegate that I've got to get to. I'm actually getting pinged about it now. Is there anything you guys want me to ask or bring up? I mean, I will definitely poke at the whole any word on collab kind of an angle, but they aren't going to tell me shit about it, but I'll try. Is there anything else you want to know about? Any complaints or questions? I got a few bugs to report. We're going to talk about Arena a little bit, and Ancient Inheritance should be coming up soon. Free unequip forever, please. It's financially not a good move for them. I wish it was, Cope, but it's not. As for a Bleach collab, I'll get right on that. More Molagoras. You guys really struggling for more Molagoras after that Mola chest event? I thought we were swimming in Molas. You tell him to stop giving me 20 speed gear on destruction set. Yeah, I feel really, really bad for you about that, Death Pod. I will make sure that's top priority. I'll tell him to go in and remove all 20 speed destruction gear from your account. I got you, fam. When are you hosting an event? Car needs a break. You don't want me casting. That's not my jam. I wish Grace is better. Yeah, me too. Ask for free unequip, let them figure out how to deal with the business part. I think they need to go to free unequip and just find another gold sink, right? Make a triple the gold cost leveling gear, but give us free unequip so that it balances out. And they can still have their gold sink and we can not like feel terrible when we want to move gear around. Well, guys, if you have anything you want me to bring up at the meeting, hit me up in Discord, shoot it to me, I'll bring it up. I mean, you know, don't be ridiculous. Like, you know, free ML5s for everybody. You know, just actual legitimate concerns, questions, issues you're having with the game, things you think need to be fixed. One of the things I wanted to talk about was expanding on the UI a little bit. It's nice that we can kind of custom tailor these links down here, but it'd be nice if we'd add more than 4. It would be nice if the custom tailor things aren't just things that you can get to by clicking this upper corner, right? You know what I'd like to have down here? A button for expeditions. I'd like to be able to click on this. I'm sorry, I'd like to be able to click on this and go to expeditions. Instead, I have to click on this, then click on this, and then scroll over, and then click on this, and then click on this, and now I can do expeditions. What the absolute fuck? You know, give us a hot link from the lobby. If you put your pet house down here, it doesn't show when you have the lobby pet collection. You have to click up here to do the lobby collection. I don't like that. For Guild Wars, Guild Wars used to start, at least for global server, at reset. So, woohoo! Winners win. So when there's people in your guild who were missing gear, like I currently am, you didn't have to worry about it because it started refresh and refresh automatically reset it. But now if I put gear on my units, it'll still say I'm missing gear unless I back out here and hit this update button. And if you or somebody doesn't update it, all the people is like, oh, no, I re-geared it. No, you didn't. If you didn't hit update, it still says they're not re-geared. And that's a little bit annoying. So, I don't know. Just it would be nice if when Guild Wars starts, it automatically updates all the builds. So, I don't know. It's just a few little, like, oh, my God. You know, and I'm because I obsess on it and people give me shit for it and I don't care. When you go to the Sanctuary and you go over to the Forest of Souls and you go to the Growth Altar and you go to buy penguins, when you click this button, when you click this, it should leave you on that page where you could click it again. Why does it send me back to the lobby? Why do I have to go click on this again? Why not just let me spam click this? If it let me spam click this, it would be so great. Instead, I gotta click, go back and forth, which people are like, oh, that's not that big of a problem. It took me 20 minutes to do 4 million stigma. It's a problem. It should be right that or switch penguins with the spirit bloom so I can click this corner right here and just do this. This is what it should be like collecting penguins. Let us collect penguins like this. This would be great. Anyway, I'm not going to obsess. We're going to purify some taints and we're going to get some good stuff. No. Level 3. What do we get at level 4? I don't know that I would take any of this stuff over 20 mola, guys. think I'd still take the 20 mola. I just went past 20 reforge mats, didn't I? Or it was only 10. It was only 10. I still think I like the 20 mola better than the 10 of these. I think I do. I think I would still take the 20 mola over the 10 of these, even though I really like using these. I think I'd still go for the 20. Really is a freaking S tier in the A tier rank, isn't it? Yikes. People chasing those. This I think gives you a little insight into what it's going to be like when we're all level 10 and we're all chasing this bullshit. I think it kind of gives you an insight as to how likely it's going to be that you're going to be able to get this when all of these options are available and all you're going to be pulling is this shit. The gem selection. You got the 15 gold transmits, and I took. Yeah, do what you will, man. Get what you want. I think newer players will get more out of the guaranteed 5-star tickets too. Yes, I'm late for the meeting, guys. Oh no, wait, fucking daylight savings time. I got 20 minutes, but I want to go pee, get some food, make some notes, and I'll let you know what I'm allowed to talk about in the meeting. I will try to get a Banshee guide up. I know you guys are, I've been being hounded for all of the hunt guides. I had somebody ask me for a free to play Hall of Trials video. There's a couple of them out there. I just running out of time. Fuck it. Let's find somebody to raid. Biako, hit go live so I can raid you. I know, Crank. They have such awful audio issues, don't they? Hey, guys. Coven's going to be a guest on tomorrow's post-maintenance podcast, and he's streaming right now, so let's all go say hi to Mr. Coven. I will catch you guys tomorrow for a review of the news and the podcast. Join my Discord. If you have any questions, hit me up, shoot me suggestions, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for being here, for your support. You guys are the best, even you, Biako.